point, aside from our scoring offense, we were 8th in the nation, our defense 2nd in the conference. We always outpossess the other team, you know, and that's always our goal. You know, different teams have different styles. Our style is possession, so we outpossessed every opponent. We defended home. We went undefeated at home. Our goal was that we would never allow anybody to beat us by more than 2 goals. We met that goal. In fact, of our 4 losses, all 4 of them were by 1 goal, and we went down to the dying seconds with a chance to score. Literally to the dying seconds. In fact, I think the game that personifies our season is the game against Lenore Ryan, that we were losing 1-0 with 19 seconds to go, and we come back and beat them, you know, and that was not an aberration. That was how we played the entire season. In fact, the games that open up, you know, you can pick Tusculum, Anderson, Trevecca, Nazarene. I mean, there's about 5-6 games that open up. They open up late in the game. You know, we were at Trevecca 1-0 with about 10 minutes to go. We beat them 4-0. So that's because our guys went deep 90 minutes. They worked hard for 90 minutes. They absolutely stay focused, and they competed. Whoever beat us had to put in the game of the year. That's absolutely true. Every team that beat us this year collapsed at the end, you know, and that's what we wanted our teams to really look like, and I'm very proud of that. First of all, you mentioned we have the goals, and we did. You know, on years past that we qualified both to nationals, 1 conference, and went deep in the tournament. We hung around the 60, 70 plus goals for the team, and that's what we did this year. But the difference between those years and this year was we would branch to 3 deep scorers in the team. You know. This year, possibly, we can say that we branched to 2, you know, between Diego Deschamps and Mario Pinto. But it's a lot of pressure, especially as the season funnels down on that 1 or 2 guys if we don't branch out a little bit. So part of our, you know, we get Mario back, but part of our goal is to kind of have a little more, you know, goals coming from different areas. So that's one point. The second point is anybody that spent 4 years in a program is important when you lose them. So we're graduating 9 seniors, so all of them are important. 5 of them, as you mentioned, at different times were starters, although our fullbacks, you know, we rotated quite a bit, so 3 were consistently starters, you know. So you start narrowing down now, and of those 3, 1, the quote-unquote replacement has been already on campus because we had a redshirt player in that position, a very, very, very good player. So now you're beginning to even narrow down a little more. So we got a couple of critical spots to replace. We got to replace all of them, obviously, but a couple of critical spots to replace. So that situation is important. And the second part of it is set the numbers. Well, let's look at the other numbers too. Our defense was very, very strong, and we get everybody back, you know, except when you look at wingers. That sometimes we varied our formation, that our fullbacks became wingers, but our quote-unquote true defenders, you know, defensive mid, central defenders, and our keeper, they're all back, you know, and we were 2nd in the conference in defense, and we were in the top 50 in the nation in defense. Quite frankly, I'm waiting for the end of the postseason to know exactly where we're going to fall, but we're going to be among the top 30 in the nation in defense, so these are great numbers to build on. Well, the men's side is almost 2 recruiting seasons. Right now is the quote unquote American recruit. You know, so we're hitting the showcases. There's the Castle in North Carolina, Norcross in Georgia, the Birmingham Final Four tournaments, the Disney. You know, there's quite a few tournaments in our region here that we'll cover. Obviously, there's the kids that will visit campus and work out with the team, more so after the holidays. Then the second half of it, so to speak, is about the internationals. So we've lined them up quite a bit throughout the year between, there's recruiting services, there's former players that refer players, the Brazilians that we always deal with. We actually went to Brazil this year, so everything's in good shape there. But it's all about the SATs, and these guys start taking them in December. So these results will start rolling in February, January, February, and then, like I said, that's the second half of recruiting. So we'll put it all together. You know, my goal is always to before the end of the academic year, but there's always a late signee, and we've had some incredible late signees. But just to finish, something else that came to my mind, that is a big part. You mentioned how close, and it came down to details. A big part of qualifying is strength of schedule. You know, we went 13-4-1 this year, and 13-4 was our regional record. I.e., we only played regional games except for one, and even that one was one NAI school that was top 15 in the nation. So that's what it takes, and we already built a schedule for 2013. And guess what? We got 0 NAI schools. We got 17 D2 games, 16 in-region games, 1 top 25 out-of-region game. So our strength of schedule is going to be out of the roof. So let the chips fall where they may, but we're at least going to control the things that we can, which is the strength of schedule.